Good morning, welcome to CATEX-TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. This is a live broadcast from Princeton, New Jersey. Today is Monday, February 1st, 2010. It's 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. It's 4:30 p.m. in London, 12:30 p.m. in Bermuda, and in Mexico City it's 10:30 a.m. If you need to reach us during the broadcast, you can phone in toll-free at 1-866-67-CATEX. Overseas, our AOL instant mail address is CATEX-TV. Just a programming note, next week we'll be doing this broadcast from London. I'll be over there for the first 4 days of the week, and we may record some interviews with some people of interest. Now to today's main stories. The main story in the United States continues to concern Toyota. They announced this morning that they're going to resume North American production of 8 vehicle models that they recalled on February 8th. This is after a one-week shutdown. The government says that Toyota can restart the production of the 8 models that have been recalled because of the faulty accelerator panels, because it now has an adequate supply of pedals for urgent consumer needs. Toyota says since we have an adequate supply of complete pedals for consumer needs, we plan to resume production on February 8th. Last week they recalled and halted production of its most popular models, including Camry and Corollas. Most of the 2.3 million recalled vehicles, plus about 120,000 that have not been sold or are still at dealers, will get repairs to pedals that involve a metal spacer. In the United States, spending by U.S. consumers increased in December for a third consecutive month. The 0.2% increase in purchases was less than anticipated and followed a 0.7% gain in November that was larger than anticipated. Employment is key to propelling bigger gains in spending. One reason that the president's budget that went up today to Capitol Hill calls for $100 billion in additional stimulus focusing on jobs. The median estimate of economists called for a 0.3% increase. The stock market's up about 104 points right now. Well, poor Exxon, right? ExxonMobil, the world's largest publicly traded oil company, said that its profit had dropped 23% in the fourth quarter, reflecting lower oil prices and weaker demand for fuels because of the slowing economy. The company reported net income of only $6 billion, or $1.27 a share in the past quarter. That compared with $7.8 billion during the same period a year ago. Like most major oil companies, Exxon's earnings were hurt by losses in its refining business in the U.S. Exxon's oil production averaged 2.4 million barrels a day, essentially flat over last year. Gas production averaged 10.7 billion cubic feet a day. So for the full year, 2009, Exxon's profit dropped 56%, all the way down to $19.5 billion, compared with $44 billion in 2008. I'm trying to look at their stock right here. Let's see what's happening with it. Can't see it. The stock market, as I said, is not taking it too badly. It's up 100 plus points. The London broker and our good friends over in the city, Cooper Gay, came out with a report on the global reinsurance market. They say a general recovery in the global investment markets and an absence of major catastrophe ensured that 2009 was a very good year for the reinsurance industry. With 2009 being a year of low activity for major disasters, the market review concluded that the plentiful supply of capital led to a general softening of reinsurance rates. Cooper Gay noted other trends such as capital market activity, which picked up significantly in 2009, with 19 cat bonds totaling about $3.5 billion. Chairman of Reinsurance at Cooper Gay, Seymour Matthews, said, "Couple the low loss levels with a better investment performance than expected, and 2009 will go down as a very good year." He did say that 2010 has already been shaken by the terrible loss of life in Haiti, although the financial impact is unlikely to affect pricing. Of more impact to the reinsurance sector is likely to be an expected increase in hurricane activity in 2010, with forecasts of an above-average hurricane season. One place where you don't need forecasting is in Central Europe right now, Germany in particular. A very cold snap that has caused transport chaos throughout the country will also take a significant toll on Europe's largest economy. According to an economist at the DIHK Institute, The economy in Germany will lose about 2 billion euros because of the harsh winter. He said this is mainly due to problems in the construction industry. The especially cold winter in Germany has hindered construction activity and caused a spike in unemployment throughout the sector. The frosty conditions apparently could slice as much as 0.4% of Germany's GDP. The country was hit by a substantial winter storm this weekend that shut down many of the southern airports as well as parts of Hungary. We'll go to a word now from our sponsors and come back with the rest of the news.
Every day, the world wakes up and goes to work, pursuing the unique opportunities that lead the global economy forward. The complexity and close connectivity of today's global marketplace is a true modern miracle that can create unparalleled success. But it takes confidence, passion, innovation, and understanding.
Enabling opportunity.
Protecting capital.
Engineering innovation. Investing in your future.
Ensuring continuity.
Finding the right balance.
It takes Aon.
Exxon is up about 2.75% right now, all the way up to $66.21. Well, some news from Northbrook, Illinois. Northbrook-based Allstate could be preparing to cut up to 3,300 agents by 2013. This would be about a 20% decrease. This is according to a gentleman named Jim Fish, who's the executive director of the National Association of Professional Allstate Agents. He was interviewed by the Chicago Tribune over the weekend, and Fish said that Allstate's new agency targets included generating annual premiums of $4 million per location, translated to one licensed employee for every 1,000 policies. Fish said the company wants to get rid of agents who aren't actively producing new business. They're not interested in keeping those agents because they think that they can service those policies at a call center. That will undoubtedly spur another round of combat. The Allstate agents are very aggressive. They seemingly need to be. Our friends in Beirut, Lebanon at Chedid Re are very happy this morning. They are one of the Middle East and North Africa's top reinsurance brokers. They've won the 2010 Reinsurance Broker of the Year award at the Gulf Insurance Awards, which was held in Dubai on the 25th of January. After receiving the 2010 Reinsurance Broker of the Year award, the managing director of Chedid, Mr. Farid Chedid, said, "We are delighted to receive this tribute, which stands testament for the hard work and commitment that the team at Chedid delivers to achieve high levels of service." The Gulf Insurance Awards judging panel is drawn from a respected group of market experts, practitioners, analysts, and consultants. The Reinsurance Broker of the Year award honors leading companies which during the past year have addressed customer needs and have had a significant impact on the regional market. Our congratulations to our friends at Chedid. There was a significant earthquake in Southern California about 4 hours ago. Here it is. Actually, it was slightly over the border with Mexico. It's a 5.0. You see the big red box. There have been no reports of any damage or injuries. It seems to have been about 60 miles south of the U.S.-Mexican border, although presumably a quake of that size easily was felt in San Diego, if not further north. In China, there was a 5.2 quake on yesterday, in Sichuan province. No reports of any damage or injuries. The epicenter was about 20 miles